The audio recording was first put in the public domain by the opposition NDC after Richard Jakpa had said in open court he has been in meetings with the Attorney General trying to impress on him to give testimonies to ultimately convict the minority leader, Dr. Kesilato Forsen.
Well, they are claiming it's a doctored tape. I didn't say that. So they should bring the original. They should tell the original to court.
But why did you record the Attorney General?
Well, that is not for you.
He says you've been disingenuous.
But that's what he claims. If
that it was
prosecuting innocent people, who is disingenuous?
It was a private conversation, and now you put it out.
You claim it's a private conversation.
That's what he says.
Well, a private conversation, when it's a conversation that leads to committing crimes, it can no longer be private.
At that press conference, where the audio was played, chairman of the opposition NDC, Asiedun Ketia, who ran commentary on the audio, described the Attorney General as the torchbearer of injustice in relation to the court action against the minority leader, and that instead of seeking justice, the Attorney General is rather hell-bent on securing the incarceration of the minority leader.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple, the theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go, the way you want to go about it.
So let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. Do you want to go about it?
Okay,
if
fine.
Agree this way, for me, it makes it simple.
Yes, it will make
it doesn't also involve. It doesn't involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point. It doesn't.
When you say there's no advancement, and then even next week, the whole of next week, I'll not be around. If there's a way of, if you will not even finish next week, I would appreciate.
Oh no, okay, no, I'll not finish next week. I don't think I'll be able to finish because the documents are many.
Because the first accused has already opened and closed his case, his lawyers relied on the content of that recording to ask for a mistrial, an application the trial judge dismissed, in addition with an application to injunct the Attorney General in the ongoing trial and conduct an inquiry into his conduct. In court on Thursday, the trial judge, in a 10-page ruling, readmitted the audio recording into evidence to now form part of the substantive case itself. According to lawyers for Dr. Kesilato Forsen, the recording borders on the letters of credit and the terms of the contract signed between the government of Ghana and Big C to make the case that at the time the Attorney General pressed charges of causing financial loss, he did not have the full facts of the matter. Tell us what you make of Richard Jakpa's testimony today.
He has given his evidence, isn't it? So we are here to test it. You wait on Thursday and beyond, Tuesday and beyond. You get the full story, so don't worry.
What do you make of his testimony?
He has given his evidence in chief. That's his case. But if you come to court and state your case, it doesn't mean that you made your case. I just want to rest there. We are going to cross-examine him. I don't know, you make your own judgment.
Do you find it credible, the evidence?
Whether it's credible or not credible. He has given his evidence, and I don't want to prejudge us before the court. That's his case. We also confront him with our case, and the court to make a decision out of it.
But are you surprised with the kind of things that he's been saying?
I will not say, because already something in the audios that we've heard, so it's not something new.
He made a point that the AG is urging him to get forcing him to be jailed for at least 1 month.
I don't want to comment because you see, it's a life matter. That's evidence in chief, and as counsel, I don't have to comment on specific. But as I said, when we come to court on Tuesday, all those things will be tackled.
But what's your initial reaction on the ruling?
Oh, the judge decided to make a ruling, and that's how the law works. Today, the judge said our objections are not something that she was going to take. We take it.
You think you have enough under your sleeves to undo what Richard Jakpa has said to court today?
Rest it there, and wait for our side of the matter, and you'll be marveled. You rested there.
The audio, you didn't want the judge to readmit it into evidence. That has happened. Are you disappointed?
Oh, the judge has given a ruling. That's how the law works. If you think you don't want something to be admitted, you raise an objection. This is the duty of the judge to make a pronouncement of such objections. The judge has done so. That's rule of law.
You didn't want it because you felt it wouldn't do well for your case. How bad or damaging is this, admission of the audio to your case?
Not at all, because this audio is something that you have heard, isn't it? Having to heard it, you've heard it. So that is new in it. But it's about procedure. So in terms of the content, we are not managed by that because it's something that is in the public domain. But as to whether you can tender a recorded or secretly recorded audio is something that we wanted to test, because that's why we're talking about law, not about public sentiments, whether you are comfortable, you're not comfortable. It's about due process. And the judge says that that's due process, it can be tendered, we are going by it.
He also talked about the WhatsApp chat between himself and the Attorney General. Do you find that to be credible, or is something that has been made up?
Whether it's credible or not credible, as I said, it's a life matter. As a lawyer of at least 22 years standing, I will not conduct my case in the media by saying it's credible, it's not credible. But come to court on Tuesday and hear our side of the matter.
One question that will not run away is the absence of the Attorney General in court. Is it now clear that he's headed to...
He reserves the right to be in court. He reserves the right not to be in court. At the time that he wants to be in court, you see him. If he doesn't want to be in court, you also not see him. So it's just normal.
The last time we asked you, you told us that the department, the Attorney General's department, is studying the advice by the sitting judge. Has that been conclusive yet? Reason why he didn't show up in court?
Leave it there. The Attorney General does not prosecute all the cases in our office. If in this particular matter, sometimes he comes, other times he doesn't come. Today is not in. It doesn't mean that next time he will not be coming. So you leave it there. Tuesday, Wednesday, next month, I'm saying this matter that we started, we are going to prosecute it to its conclusion.
Would the approach of the Attorney General change following this testimony by Richard Jakpa, today's testimony?
What approach? What approach? If you can.
In handling the entire case.
Attorney General, he's vested with the power to prosecute, and if he needs to prosecute...
I'm talking about the department, not Godfrey Adami. I'm talking about Attorney General's department.
Like, we are people that prosecuting, do our work as officers of the ministry. So for us, we are paid by taxpayer. What approach is going to take? Because the attorneys are paid by the state, they must work because they are being paid. So if they have to come to court to prosecute, they'll come to court and prosecute.
So the strategy wouldn't change?
There's no strategy. Whether it's a strategy or there's no strategy, we are prosecuting a specific matter. We are looking at the law, looking at the evidence. We don't take our eyes off the ball. If you do that, by the time you realize, you are down. And I think when it comes to prosecution, prosecutors in the AG's office are seasoned prosecutors and their eyes are always on the ball. And this is what we are doing.
According to Richard Jakpa, that from his interaction with the Attorney General and also the pressure being mounted on him by his extended family, he knows that the prosecution of Dr. Keshila Toforson is nothing but something that is born out of political convenience and vindictiveness.